Hello students, next we move on to the properties of division. So see here, if you take the multiplication, that is 60 into 10 or 6 into 10. So 6 into 10 we get 60. Okay, this is the multiplication. So this multiplication can be expressed as 2 division. How? See here, if you take the 60 and divide by 10, we get 6. Yes? See here, 60 is divided by 10, 10 6 is 60, so we get 6. If you take the 60, divide by 6, we get 10, 6 ones are. Okay, see here, 60 is divided by 6, we get 10. So see here the 60 is called a divided. Remember that 60 is called divided. Okay, this divided is divided by divisor here 10. So 10 is called the divisor. Okay, and 6 is called the quotient. Remember that. Okay, 60 is called the divided, 10 is called the divisor, 6 is called the quotient. And this 0 is called the remainder. You should remember that 0 is called the remainder. Okay, so if you take this one, here 60 is if you 60 is divided by 6, we get 10. Okay, so 60 is divided by 6, we get 10. Here 6 is called the divided. Okay, 60 is called the divided, 6 is called the divisor, 10 is called the quotient, and 0 is called the remainder. Okay, so in generally the division algorithm is, see that, divided is equal to divisor into quotient, divided is equal to divisor into quotient, so plus remainder. So here divided is 60, see that, here divisor is 60, the quotient is 10. Okay, take this example, this is 60 by 6, here divisor is 6, 10 is quotient, the remainder is 0. So see this, 60 is equal to 10 into 6 is 60. So here LHS is equal to RHS. So this rule is called the division algorithm. This rule is called the division algorithm. So here divided, which is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Divided means which number we have to divide. Okay, the divisor means which number we have to divide the divided. Okay, so 10 is called the divisor. Okay, the 6 is called the quotient and 0 is called the remainder. So whatever the number is left over after the division is called the remainder. The number left over after the division is called the remainder. Okay, now we move on to the properties. First property is closure property. So see, take the whole numbers, that is 15, and this one is divided by 5. Okay, so when you divide 15 by 5, we get 3. 3 is a quotient, 0 is the remainder. So 3 is also a whole number. Okay, if you take the number 23 divided by 5, so 23 is divided by 5, see here, 5 4s are 20, so 3 minus 0, 3, 2 minus 2, 0. Here the quotient is 4, but remainder is not 0. The remainder is 3. Okay, so here when you divide 23 by 5, the quotient we get 4 and remainder is 3. That means 23 by 5 is not a whole number, as 5 doesn't divide 23 exactly, okay, leaving 3 as a remainder. So that closure property does not holds good for division of whole numbers, because when you divide we get the fraction or we get the remainder as 3. Okay, that means 5 does not divide 23 exactly. Okay, so that closure property is not holds good for division of whole numbers. The next property is commutative property. So what is commutative property? We know that if you take the two numbers, that is 15 divided by 3. Okay, so now change the orders of the number. We know that commutative property is. Now change the orders 3 by 50. Okay, the 15 by 3 means we can write it like this, 3 by 15. So 3 ones are 3 fives are. Okay, so we get 5. This is 3 ones are 3 fives are. So 1 by 5. 5 is not equal to 1 by 5. That means when you change the orders of the number, so here we get the quotient is not the same. Here we get 5, here we get 1 by 5. So 5 not equal to 1 by 5. So we can write is A by B not equal to B by A. Okay, so here commutative property does not holds good for whole numbers. Okay, this is also does not holds good for. The next property is associative property. Okay, see now if you take the 100 divide by 50 by 2. Okay, so see here 100 divided by 50 by 2 means how can we write it as 50 by 2. So 2 ones are 2 twos are 2 fives are. How to divide 50? 2 twos are 4. So 5 minus 4 we get 1. So 2 fives are 10. So we get the 25. Now 100 divided by 25. So divide 100 divided by 25 we get 4. See here. 25 fours are 100. We get remainder as 0. This is the first case. That means this is the LHS. LHS we get 4. If you take the RHS, so see here first to make these two as a group. Okay, here first make last two as a group. Here we will make first two as a group. So 50 by 100 we get 2. The 2 by 2. See here. This is the 100 divided by 50. 52 is a 100. Okay, 5 2 is a 10. So we get 2 as a remainder. 2 divided by 2. This can be written as 2 divided by 2. 2 to 1. So here RHS is 1. So LHS is 4. RHS is 1. 4 is not equal to 1. So that associative property does not holds good for whole numbers, or the associative property does not holds good for division of whole numbers, because here LHS is not equal to RHS. When you make the groups, we get the different quotient. So that LHS is not equal to RHS, we can say that associative property is not holds good for whole numbers under division. See next one, division by 1 and division by the number itself. If we take the whole number, that is 7. Okay, now this number is divided by 1. So 7 by 1 we get 7 itself. Okay, so that means it is also whole number. When you divide any whole number by 1, so we get number itself. Okay, if you take the same number 7 divided by 7, so 7 by 7 we get 1. So when you divide number, any number by the number, same number, when you divide the number by the same number, we get the number 1. So that is 1. Okay, so this is the example. When you any number divide by 1, we get number itself. When you divide the any number by same number, we get 1. Okay. So next one is 0. When you divide 0 by a whole number, if you taken this is the 0 is also whole number. If you divide by any other whole number, that is if you taken 5, so that is 0 by 5 we get always 0. You should remember that if you divide 0 by any number, it will be 1000, 100, any number, we get 0. You should remember this is a very important one. You should remember that if you divide 0 by 100 we get 0. If you divide 0 by 1000 we get 0. If you divide 0 by 51 we get 0. So divide 0 by any whole number we get 0. Okay, but you should also remember that if you reverse this one, that is if you divide 100 by 0, so this is not defined. Okay, we cannot divide any number by 0, so the quotient should be not defined. Okay, that means this is the infinity. In your in your later classes you will study that. So but you should remember that if any number is divided by 0, that number is not defined. This is the one note. Okay, but you should remember this one. If you divide 0 by any number we get 0.